Well, after 2 defeats, you come back with your biggest win of the season.
Yeah, we can play, and that's been the frustrating thing, hasn't it? But again, in the first 10-15 minutes, we made a lot of mistakes in the first 3 plays again and put ourselves under a little bit of pressure. But credit to the guys. We had a quick chat at half time and realigned ourselves, and in the second half, they showed what they're capable of. And again, if they do that week in, week out, they'll get more of these sort of results, won't they?
You started sort of tentatively, and then you got a setback on about 12 minutes when Kyle Wood had to go off, but Q came on and really put on quite a performance.
Yeah, and when you lost, as we did, Kyle early on, then it's going to disrupt us a little bit. But as I say, Q can play. There's no doubt that he can play the game. Whatever number he's got on his back is irrelevant. I thought he did. He stepped up to the mark, and we looked a little bit more fluent as well. So yeah, we're pleasing. And then obviously later on in the game, we took Simon Brown off with an ankle injury, just a bit of a tweak, and put Mr. Halfbacks, and again, it didn't fall down, did it? So there's people out there that can play rugby, and when you've got that, then you can adapt, and that's what we did when Woody went off.
Is it a sign of things to come with Q maybe starting at halfback now?
We've got to look at it, haven't we? What all we can do is keep looking at putting the best team out that we feel have prepared correctly, and if that's Q playing at 6, then that or is it him coming off the bench? I don't know looking forward, but we've got to have a check on a couple of the injuries. Joe Hurst's got a dead leg. Woody's got his ankle. Simon Brown's got a bit of an ankle. Hopefully, touch wood, all 3 will be fine for Friday night.
And again, it was built around really a good show by the forwards.
Yeah, and again, the frustrating thing is that we're making a lot of mistakes in the first 3 plays, and that's not down to the big fellas. There's not a lot of mistakes in our big fellas at the moment, which is great. So we build it off the back of a strong defence, and I thought that even when we were not completing in the first half defensively, we still looked rock solid. I was disappointed with the try at the end there that they scored to get them into double figures, because I wanted them under 10 points, and I think defensively we've been a little bit better again. Last week defensively his attitude were outstanding, and that's you look at good teams, you look at Warrington at the moment, don't you, and everything what they're talking about is defence, and defence wins games, there's no doubt about that. We can score points, not a problem.
Obviously a lot of people are going to say Missy and Q, the stars, but who would you make the unsung heroes of that game?
I think there's people like Andy Henderson who injected that little bit of speed when we scored out of dummy half. So he plays long spells now, doesn't he? I thought Mitch was very good as well. Peter Green, that probably people don't notice, and I do notice these sort of guys, and he was pretty strong as well. But you got to. The young lad, didn't he? Young Carter did well again, and which I'm highly delighted about. He's getting more comfortable. He's looking more like a professional rugby league player week in, week out, which is great news. And again, the pleasing thing, there's some lads knocking on the door. There's, Sam Scott knocking on the door, who's been probably our most consistent player in the reserves. And then you've got Connor Scott coming through, which I'm excited about seeing. He played his first game in the reserves a week ago and stood up and looked strong. And I think he'll be training with the first team in the next couple of weeks, which is great for the club.
Obviously today at Bramhall Lane, but next Friday night it's going to be a very different venue. Is that going to have an impact?
It's a piece of grass, isn't it? And we don't talk about home and away. We just want to play rugby, and the guys want to train the best they can and perform the best they can on Friday night. It's a new venue. Ideally we'd like to be in at Bramhall Lane again, maybe in April, if the fixture had been reversed. It's not. It's at Mount St Mary's. It's another game. We need to get on a bit of a roll now, and get back-to-back victories. It's not going to be easy, because Dewsbury will be dogged and aggressive and that, but we just want to play, and we want to express ourselves. Over the last couple of weeks I've been sat up there itching and thinking, just play, put a smile back on my face, then mind your own face, and let's show what we're capable of. We've done that today, and we need another performance like that on Friday.
So it really is a game when the lads could enjoy and sing the song of victory. Well,
they've just been singing, haven't they? And what I put on the notes before the game is it's time to sing. And they've certainly just been singing down there, and we want to sing on Friday night. Different venue, different place, and it's not ideal, and I know a lot of people are probably slating us for doing it. We just need to get the game on, and we've worked hard to get it on. It's on now, and we need the people to get behind it. It'll be a different atmosphere, because you're going to be really, really close to the ground as well. So just get behind us. Let's get on a bit of a roll. Let's put a smile on everybody's face before we go sunning ourselves in Toulouse.